Hi Sagittarius, it's Juniper Rising here with your monthly reading for the month June 2020. We're just going to get right into it. So if you are interested in any information about how the readings work, booking a personal reading, or contacting me, all that information is going to be down below. I do ask that if these readings resonate with you, that you please do like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I post more readings. And be sure to also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, as those may resonate more or less depending on where you're at energetically. All right, so we're just going to get right into it. This is going to be the monthly. All right, I already have cards popping out here. All right, so the month of June, Sag, this is all going to be about taking your power back, stepping into your power, taming and balancing your instincts within. This is karmic lessons. The number's 8, so a lot of it is coming into the rewards of your efforts. So, I mean, here you are, right? Showing up in your own reading, and you're having some difficulty. I feel like you may be feeling a little bit in a catch-22, like damned if you do and damned if you don't, because you have the 5 of Swords here. So usually I would say that this has to do with other people, disagreements with other people, but this feels more internal. I feel like you're looking in to see what this internal struggle is. And so the theme of the month for you could be really just a battle between your mind and your heart, your mental state and your emotional state. The Ace of Pentacles, it did come through reversed. I tend to read reversals as emphasis, but it's also this feeling of not being rewarded or not recognizing your self-worth, or feeling robbed of a childhood or robbed of the comforts of home, right? And this is like making the impossible possible. I feel like whatever your intention is, you feel like it's impossible. But this is saying that it isn't, right? So like if you're holding it like this would fall, right? It's either that you're holding on too hard to something and not willing to let it go in order to release. It's like you can't grip sand, and you know, the tighter you hold on to something, the more you lose it, or it evades you or escapes you. And you have the 7 of Cups here, so there's a lot of confusion, a lot of scattered energy, really overwhelmed and overloaded with a lot of different ideas. A lot of focus on material wealth, and just too much going on at once, and not really being able to make a choice here. Because you're in a fog right now, and sometimes to get out of a fog, you have to accept that you're in the fog, and that the fog will pass. There's a decision here to start something new or do something in a new way, and it could have to do with a spiritual pursuit or career. One and the same, right? In a way, it's kind of like starting over. And you want to, you're at the beginning of something and you want to be the master already. And you have the 7 of Swords here. So a lot of this is, you know, making the decision, you know, you're going to move forward with your, what is the cost of moving forward? What are you willing to leave behind? Some things must go. You can't take everything with you kind of notion. And a lot of this is about decluttering so that you can have a new beginning come in, right? Using your intuition. A lot of you could be really exploring the id, the ego, and the super ego right now. So those are just the cards that flew out of the deck. Let's see what the month of June will be bringing for you. What is the month of June 2020 bringing Sagittarius? Does Sagittarius need to know about the month of June? All right, we have Justice. So you're looking to make a decision. 1111 is a powerful number for you right now. This is a decision that's going to bring, you're trying to make a decision that will bring you security, safety, balance, grounding, support, and yet still has a spiritual background or connection and allows you to be in your power and also heals. What's blocking you at this time is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, a lot of this is stuff that still has yet to be processed, to be looked at, to be healed, to, you know, it's taking stock of what you've done, what you've created, and, you know, patting yourself on the back because Sagittarius, you've learned a lot of lessons. And you've done everything that you can at this point, so you're in this period of waiting. You can't really do anymore. It's like, okay, I planted the seed. I've seen some things come to fruition. I know that I can manifest. Some of my manifestations have been coming in. Maybe some of you are just doing some getting more house plants or just caring for house plants, gardening, that sort of thing. But it's like, what can I invest and what can I do that can benefit humanity, that gives me, that complements me, that, you know, it's like you want to take a shot at something, but you want, it's like you want a hole in one, like right from the beginning. And this is about training and seeing how things go. And it's just move forward, take stock, move forward, take stock. You know, this is a time of reflection, a time of rest and reprieve, because the harvest is going to come. And as wonderful as the harvest is, it takes a lot of work to reap the rewards of that harvest. So 7-7, 7-11. You could be seeing 7-7 a lot. Again, this is a decision, feeling like maybe something evaded you in the past. It could also be your own mind sort of taking the energy away from you. All right. Flying out of the deck here, we have the Magician, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. You could have been trying to manifest something, a celebration, and something unexpected. Just uprooted this whole notion of what was to come and could have caused you some grief. But more than anything, this is about really recognizing that there is a pattern, the way that you do things that needs to change. Here's the Ace of Pentacles, and this time it comes in upright. So yeah, this is a lot about stepping out of your comfort zone. Remember that the theme of your month was the Strength card. So taking your power back. And in order to take your power back, you can't play the victim. You can't say, you know, no matter what I do. You know, I think a lot of it is just being afraid that people are going to take from you because you've given so much in the past. on your mind is a big decision. You could be juggling 2 different jobs, a day job, a side gig, wanting to change the way that you do something. There's an emotional attachment here. Maybe even highs and lows in your emotions. Do I stay or do I go? Do I leave this job and take this job? And the decision is hard to make right now. Yeah, you might not be getting much sleep, having difficulty sleeping, having anxiety, feeling stressed. And then you have the Magician. So it's all about manifesting. Letting it be easy. You have all the tools at your disposal here. And yet the decision is kind of bugging you out because intuitively you're getting the rest card, the do nothing. Healing needs to happen. Meditation needs to happen. Doing the groundwork, building a solid foundation so that whatever it is that you grow can continue to grow and you can benefit from it without if something's built on a faulty foundation, it will crumble. If something's built on a strong foundation, it will weather the storm. And so that's what you're being asked to do, is to get your, in many ways it's financial discipline. It's getting your finances right, getting things in order, looking at what you have, taking stock of what you have and where you want to go from here, because you have more money coming in. You have a message or an opportunity. Someone may offer you an idea or something that has to do with work or career, even spiritual work. Could also be an opportunity to travel. Let's see. What is the focus for you? What's the focus for Sagittarius during the month of June? The Knight of Cups. So some of you could be focused on love. Love or nourishment, or the message of love. This is self-love. This is meditation, getting into alignment. Because when you're in alignment, that's when things come. Sometimes it's just making the decision to do nothing, to align, to just be, to be in the flow, to be in nature, to surround yourself with nature. And some of you, I feel like, could be very worried about what other people are going to think, because people in the past may have bullied you, may have made you feel less than, may have slighted you, and you are wanting to cut through the BS. Some of you could have somebody from the past coming back in, somebody who may have not been everything that they said that they are, done sneaky behavior. Maybe they stole something, or dirty dealings kind of thing, or maybe even in prison. This person could be reaching out to you, making an offer, or message you. Somebody that has a lot of codependent behaviors or addictions. They're in and out of your life a lot. The outcome, though, for June is peace and harmony and healing. This is really beautiful energy, Sagittarius. For some of you, this is new love, but this is deep healing. This other person, though, as well, could be coming to offer you a cup of love. Because why not? Sagittarius is looking pretty good right now, and this is going to cause you some anxiety. Maybe you could be feeling this person at night, in your dreams, in your sleep. connected to somebody in your dream state. Oh, why won't they just leave me alone? When you go to sleep, call for protection. Yeah, this is somebody that maybe you ghosted, or you left out in the cold, or they feel abandoned. But there was lack in the relationship. It wasn't even, maybe even mentally or emotionally unstable. And yeah, we have the Tower. So this could be really unexpected. You're not going to expect this. Maybe even running into this person. More restriction, anxiety, and confusion. So this person could... This person is crying over you. They feel like a victim. They feel stuck. They feel lost without you, or some relationship from their past is keeping them in this energy. Whoever this is, if they come back into your life, you will have victory over the situation. I also feel like in many ways you want to move forward and you want to do something, but it's just so unknown and so unexpected. You don't want to get stuck in a situation where you'll feel trapped. So you're kind of taking your time moving forward, or not moving forward at all, because ultimately you want your 10 cups of fulfillment, your happy home and family. But some of you could be worried about what other people are going to think of this decision that you're trying to make. Perhaps it feels impulsive. Perhaps it feels like you know, it might not yield the dividends that you need, or finances that you need, and you're worried about you know, going it alone or being in lack. Yet you know something needs to change. Yeah, overall energy is finding balance, and then this is your card, Sag. You're healing some sort of heartache here and wanting a new beginning. Stepping into the Empress energy. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you could be with an earth sign who is strong Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus in their chart. Could also have water or fire. Yeah, and then there's your theme, right? So let's go in and let's clarify a little bit more here. Justice, we have Father of Water. So finding compassion with yourself as you make this decision, and trust that you will make the right decision. Whatever you decide to do, it's going to be as long as you're listening to your intuition, it's going to be the best choice for you. And Spirit's really calling on for you to trust. You have Spiritual Warrior. So all about moving forward. You know, in the ability to move forward, you have to gather your senses, right? It's not just about the material. It's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. It's all of the things. If you're split within, right, you can't move forward. It's like having two horses and they're going in the opposite directions. So take the reins and know that whatever you do, you have the Seven of Air, confirming the Seven of Swords, which is the same card, basically. I feel like you're in this energy of it feeling futile. Like no matter what you do, I feel like you just feel robbed of something, like incomplete, like feel like it's like something's missing. That energy you're moving towards. Well, it's an ace confirming an ace. Here you go, Sagittarius. It's here for you. You have love as well. If you're looking for a new home, saving for a down payment, investing, money coming through, whatever you've been working on is about to manifest. So this could be the birth of an idea, the birth of a baby, the birth of, the beginnings starting to take form. And the Ace of Fire is telling you to really direct your intentions now. Choose a direction, move towards that direction. And then you have the World in traditional tarot, but this is big medicine wheel. In order to make this decision, it's not so much the mind or the heart as it is aligning and being with Source and being with Spirit, your inner being, and connecting to it all and being in your power. Because that's where the direction is going to come. That's where the answers are going to come. When you're in meditation and you're just focused so deeply on breath and you're just in the state of being, all of a sudden things will come to you out of nowhere. It could be an idea. It could be anything. And it's not to negate the thoughts when you meditate. It's to be aware of what you're thinking. Be aware of what the thoughts are as they come up. And then just bring yourself back to your breath and try again. That's how this decision is going to be made. You are also wanting to travel, wanting to move forward. You're closing out a cycle in your life so that you can go on a vision quest here. Another perspective is needed. Yoga could be very beneficial to you right now. A lot of meditation is coming in for you, Sagittarius. Some of you could be meditating, but getting into Four of Air, confirming Four of Swords. Same thing. Putting the mind at rest, putting the mind to ease. Like, where are you going, Sagittarius? You don't need to be anywhere. You don't need to, accomplish this thing. It's finding a way to be in flow and continuously flow. It's the Knight of Cups for Sagittarius. There's a lot of passion in a relationship for some of you if you're in a relationship. A lot of youthful, playful energy. There's a lot of wisdom that you're starting to gain here, a lot of truth, a lot of clarity. You will find clarity. I feel like you're afraid that you won't, but you also hope that you will. Yeah, you need to release yourself from this bondage that you're holding yourself in. Three of Water, fullness. Fill your cup. Make sure that whatever you're doing you first. It's the Knight of Wands. Energy. Others could be viewing you as trying to rush forward. I feel like you're ignited and you're just ready and raring to go, and it's like short bursts of energy. And it's short bursts. It's like a raging sea, right? Still waters run deep for Sagittarius, right? Because it's like I have all this fire in my belly, but I can't move, and I know I need to do something, but what do I do? because what I was doing before wasn't working. And it's a lot to have, like, you're leaving something behind. You're walking away from something that just no longer does it for you, or it's just worn out its time for you. So Queen of Swords for Sagittarius, please. Yeah. How many times I'm gonna get the tower? Alright, you have Chaos, the Tower card, and traditional tarot. This is about doing things differently. Getting really honest with yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you value? Not what is it that I'm going to do to pay the bills. What is it that lights me up? What is it that makes me happy? Where do I get stuck? What are my habits? How can I change it up? How can I try something new? Where is my resistance? That kind of thing. It's the outcome, Ace of Cups. Wow, you're just getting the same cards. Speak your truth in your relationship. Don't hold back. Don't, you know, be you. Unabashedly you. Speak clearly what it is that you want. For some of you, I feel like there's just so much that you feel like you have to consider right now. And Spirit is really just wanting you to balance. You know, maybe do a ritual that includes all of the elements. Because you're in this period of waiting because your bounty is coming in. It is coming in. You just can't see it. Because while you feel the lack, you have joy and transformation. So yes, you will have the security that you want. And following your intuition and following what Spirit has to offer you. But the old way of doing things, the old way of thinking, the old way of how you would go about even just your beliefs, that is what's changing, and that's what's uncomfortable. It's like the snake shedding its skin. It has to rub against the rocks, and it's not comfortable. It's actually kind of painful, and they're very vulnerable while they're going through it. So there's the want to hide, the want to protect, the want to retreat and go within. The cobra, their eyes actually turn white because they go temporarily blind, and they have to hide until they go through their molting so that they can see. And they rub against all the rocks to bring to, you know, that discomfort is the thing that sheds the skin. Wow. This is awesome. Really be tender and compassionate with yourself, Sagittarius. Your outcome is the Medicine Woman, High Priestess energy, Grandmother, Empress energy. Look up the symbolism of the turtle, and then you have 4 of water. So ultimately, I feel like you don't want to miss an opportunity, but it doesn't matter what path you take, right? Who knows where these were. These different paths, these different streams, but they come together in the same place. So no matter what you choose, you're going to be where you need to be. The opportunities are going to be there for you. They're not going anywhere. You know, it's like a rendezvous point. It aligned, things match up. And if they're no longer in alignment or matching up, then you wait for that next alignment. There's another thing waiting for you. Some of you could be pregnant. Intuitively, you could be more sensitive and psychic at this time. Definitely look up animal spirit medicine for the turtle. All right, let's get some oracle cards for you. Please comment below if this resonates with you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say before we go our separate ways. All right. Need to know. Domestic harmony. Some of you could be in a living situation that perhaps isn't feeling very harmonious. You're completing a cycle here. New foundations in how you relate in your relationships. Everyone's going through this to a certain degree. You could be nesting, creating domestic harmony in your home, revamping your house, decluttering. It's good for you for June. Bring in green into your home. Plants will do wonders for your spirit. You have pride. So be mindful of ego. A lot of this is what will other people think of me. More to do with security issues. But again, this is a lot about enjoying the ride. It's another 10. So 10-10, you're completing a cycle. You're closing out this old you. Like, you will literally not be the same person. This month or within the next 3 months, you're going through a very deep transformation. It's running away from me. And 44. So, environment. Again, bring in the green. Green is so highlighted for you. So this is heart chakra energy as well. And then your focus is on individuality. What you don't see and what you don't realize is that by doing these things, by creating harmony at home, letting go of ego or pride, or having a destination and just enjoying the ride, and bringing in and being in the environment, doing something that helps the environment for some, and really stepping into your own power and your own individuality. Remember, you had justice right out of the gate, the number 11, so 1111, and that's going to bring in your divine partner, your twin flame energy, a spiritual connection. Again, make time to meditate. Look into ways of learning how to meditate. Maybe a meditation app. There's a lot of those that are really helpful. And you have environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So this doesn't have to be direct. It could also have to do with oracle cards, just saying, because it's on the bottom. And counseling. So you could coach people. You could teach people about food, organics, how to care for the earth, how to garden, how to, make things. It doesn't have to just be about, politics or administration when you see a card like environmentalist. This means that you are here to help bring awareness to the world to some level, shape, or form. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you for the month of June. I hope that it resonated. Please do like, share, subscribe, and follow. And if you'd like a personal reading, that information is down below. Wishing you all the best. Much love and many blessings. Thanks.